Hi there, I'm C-Diddily and welcome to Paldea, Pokemon's take on a Spanish-inspired region. We are about to embark on an adventure together over this series I am calling a Lorelocke. It is a type of Nuzlocke where Pokemon can die, but it depends on the circumstances. Have you ever wondered how your Pokemon just survived after getting hit by a 4x super effective critical hit when they were already on 1 HP? Well, in this series, they die. We start our adventure like any other Pokemon story at home with our mum. Now, what mum does not know is that I am actually a fully grown man who has been put into the body of her son for some reason. After playing coy and pretending I'm her son, we're saved by the bell, so we offer to go open the door. Before I even get there, an old man lets himself in. What's the point of ringing if you're just going to act like Link and enter regardless? Apparently he is the headmaster of the Pokemon school I'm enrolled in. Great, back to school for me. I bet he heard my mum was low-key kind of hot, so he came to deliver those documents to hit on her. My mum then tells me to leave so they can talk. Pretty suspect. It kind of feels like Professor Oak and Dahlia all over again, but this time with the woman who birthed my body, but not me. So I speed through getting ready so that Mr. Clavel can't make too many moves on my mum. I put my cool-ass bag on, but an ugly hat, check the fit, then rush off to stop my future siblings being born. Clearly I interrupted. Good. Old man got a surprise for me, it seems, but deems that my living room isn't the place for gift giving. Mad. We don't open our Christmas presents outside, but we opt to follow him regardless. Introducing our starter Pokemon. We got 3 little guys full of personality. We got Sprigatito the Grass Cat, Fuecoco the Fire Croc, and this dumb fucking duck. Genuinely the starter I hate most. All 3 of them rush up to me to say hi, and what can I say? Animals trust me. I give that safe, calming vibe. After a 30-minute walk down a single path, we end up at a beachside mansion and watch the 3 little guys messing about in this giant garden. Big old fan of the cat and croc, but fuck the duck. Then it's a dramatic kind of cinematic entrance from our future rival, one of my favourites from the Pokemon series, Nemona. Battle crazy extrovert who also goes to the same school I am going to. She asks to be friends, I oblige, and we pick our starter Pokemon. We opt to go with the Grass Cat Sprigatito because I've picked Fuecoco in my first Scarlet playthrough and wanted to change it up. Let's hope we can get our little captive into the game, huh? We called our little guy Evie after my in real life cat, and they look nothing alike, but as you can see, it's a good name. We are already besties. Oh yeah. Nemona makes a dumb decision by picking that fuckhead duck, but each to their own, I guess. Can't wait to spend the playthrough knocking that thing out. She challenges us to our first battle, then runs off before I can even say no. Let's go show her what 20 years of experience squished into a teenage body looks like. I am every employer's dream. 20 years of experience, but young to use the law to exploit my pay. Nemona thankfully only uses one of her Pokemon in this battle to make it fair. Big up, girl. This will be the first time I've smacked this duck up and definitely not the last. We smack it up with a super effective leafage, which does way over half its health. Nemona bigs us up for our type matchup, but we finished the battle with a second leafage, sending the fuck duck straight back to his ball. We get a level up and our Evie screeches to the sky in victory. Nemona seems surprised, then after the battle gives us a Pokedex app for our Rotom smartphone that Mother Dear gave us for our adventure. Spoiler warning, we won't ever call our mum on it. Clavel abandons me in Nemona's hands, asking her to take me to school, and he and the croc run off into the sunset. She then offers to teach me how to catch Pokemon. I obviously already know how, but gotta keep the act up, as I am in fact a teenager, not the fully grown man I think. She gives us 5 Pokeballs in the path en route to the school, and tasks us with catching our first Pokemon. We catch the mandatory pig, who will never see the light of day again. Box living for you, Mr. Lechonk, I'm not really sorry at all. We continue on our path, and then the run nearly ends as we fall off a cliff, and our smartphone catches us just as we're about to hit the floor, saving our life. I probably tore a ligament in my shoulder in the process, but I'm alive, so we take it where you can. We offer this big, unwell-looking motorbike reptile dog the sandwich our mother gave us before setting out, and it's restored some of its strength. Then the fucker channels his inner Goku, and it just goes Super Saiyan. Nice one. So, we follow Goku through a cave system and see this suspicious looking Houndoom staring at us. That's definitely not going to come back to haunt us in a moment. Oh, would you look at that? It has. The Houndoom attacks us and we send out Evie, who is unfortunately 33 levels lower than it. So we decide to get the hell out of there before the run ends here. Goku then is going to come and defend our fragile little body from this angry dog. But Houndoom's going to call in an angry little pack of Houndours to do his dirty business for it. Goku makes the smart decision to get us the hell out of there, grabs me like I weigh nothing, then launches himself up to the exit of the cave with some direction from our home girl, Nemona.
Up here, quick.
Whew, there we go. Fireman carry. I get why people like firemen if they can carry you like this. Anyway, Goku has lost his Super Saiyan form. Nemona gives us her phone number and some TM so that our Pokemon have stronger moves so that that doesn't happen again. We then rush off to the lighthouse so that we could take a breather and look at a sick view. We bump into a guy who seems to be pissed off about the fact that Goku is about, and he challenges us to a battle for the right to own him. Kind of mad, but whatever. Arvin sends out a squirrel and we send out a cat, and battle ensues. We do some general back and forth before taking the squirrel down, defeating Arvin. After we beat him, he looks sad, and this is a good opportunity to remind you to beat the like button and the subscribe button so you can join me on this journey. So Arvin gives us Koraidon. Apparently that's Goku's Pokemon name, but he's just going to be Goku from here on out. We climb the lighthouse and look over Paldea, seeing the school in the distance and take in all of the other views that this beautiful country has to offer. We then find a sick little guy, Paldean Wooper, for this Roots encounter with the amazing ability Water Absorb. We call him Whoop-de-Doo because that's how he makes me feel on the inside, and then something unbelievable happens. Shiny tarantula! Forwards, just randomly there, just in the middle of the road. I saw it from a distance and I wasn't recording and just ran to grab it. This is a beautiful sign for the rest of the run. I cannot believe. Spoiler alert, this is not the last shiny that we catch in this run, so keep coming back to see the other ones. We call it Fate because it felt like fate. Time for another rival battle against Nemona before she allows us into the city. She leads with Fuck Duck and we lead with Fate, mainly to flex that we got him. But she sets up with a bulk up and our critical hit, Struggle Bug, does really pitiful damage. And we ain't risking the life of Fate. So we swap out to Evie, who tanks the incoming pound, and we decide to strike back. Leafage doing massive damage. A second one knocks the Duck out and she's going to send out her Pika clone. And we then make a mistake, which is going to be the only time that we do that, because we are playing in set mode, so I can't swap mons out after defeating another one. This is the last time I make this mistake and I'm sorry. Please don't spam hate in the comments, or do. Engagement works. Whoop-de-Doo is a ground type, so the incoming electric move does not affect him. While we chip away at this rodent, let me tell you about his funny hat. This region's gimmick is called terrestrialization, where you can put on a cool hat and it changes your type, and it gives moves of the same type a damage buff. Anyway, Nemona, we beat her and we're going to enter the city and head to the school. On the way up, we bump into this Todoroki-looking individual being harassed by some preppy-looking punks. Enter Team Star, the bad guys for the Paldea region. Unfortunately for us, turns out that Fate, the shiny spider's kind of weak, so we swap out into Whoop-de-Doo, who goes back and forth with this Shroodle with stat drops and HP drops, and then eventually we are going to take it out, but it takes what feels like forever. And just then, the homie Nemona shows up and gives us our own Terror Orb, allowing us to use the skill of terrestrialization. With our newfound powers, we take on the second Team Star guy. He leads with Pointy Teeth Young Goose, the pre-evolution of the United States president, and we use our newfound cool hat powers to make Fate the Shiny not completely weak. Taking some stat drops on the chin, we strike back with a reasonable amount of damage with Struggle Bug. Can't really do anything besides Struggle Bug, so we're just going to keep spamming that move over and over and over again until the baby president falls, earning Fate her first victory. Whoop, 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 woo! You go, girl. After beating up those bullies, Shoto Todoroki thanks us for her help and runs off towards the school with her sick-ass Evie backpack. Not going to be the last time that we see them. We make our way up the longest stair set ever and enter the school. Yay. The beginning of this game is so unbelievably long. This is still the tutorial. I'm 90 minutes into gaming and still not even started the game. It's ridiculous. But anyway, here Arvin is begging me to help him in finding the country's Titan Pokemon for a mysterious unknown reason, and then calls me crazy for just willingly accepting to help him without any explanation. With that, the start of the Path of Legend questline opens to us. We are going to be completing all the storylines in this playthrough, so that's just one of 3. We then get a mysterious phone call and have a conversation with someone called Cassiopeia, who gasses up our abilities as a Pokemon trainer. They want to take down Team Star, the bad guy group from like a minute ago in this video, so we agreed to help them. Then Mr. Headmaster Man tells me to not take phone calls in public places with no regard to who's listening. Genuinely sound advice. He makes questionable comments as we leave to go see the homegirl Nemona, who registers all the gym locations in my phone, starting the Victory Road questline. We then get called to man like Clavel's office, so obviously we go and he introduces us to this region's professor. Her name is Sada, and she asked us to look after Goku, so obviously we are going to oblige. And then thank God it's the end of the day because it's been full on. We go to bed in an classic anime fashion experience, a time skip, and then finally the game's about to begin. We'll travel the region and complete all of our quests. That's for the next episode in the C-Diddily Lorelocke. The story of a fully grown man trapped in the body of a child who intends to quest about the region and figure out why I've been reincarnated as a wee boy. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, remember to like and subscribe and comment your theories about my brazen reincarnation. Thank you.